injured here.
It's a slant route thrown a little bit high by Eli Manning. Oh, and you can see that left ankle underneath the Charger tackler.
And that's the ankle that he injured in the preseason.
This one is really serious, though. Still hasn't caught a pass. Had 19 coming in. And they still haven't been able to find a way to rely on somebody other than a wide receiver. They've never seen this before, though, Ian.
Beckham up on his feet. On the cart, clutching that left ankle area. Manning pulled the trigger. Timing route down the sideline. Left hand. Outstanding grab and an injury at the end of the catch.
Hand, but officials ruled they came down out of bounds.
Ruled incomplete. 1 foot to get the toe down on that right foot.
It's the right foot. The good thing is, if whatever, if there's hope, his foot did release. It finally got out of the ground. You know, his heel wasn't in, so that's why you're hoping it's not going to be as severe as it looks. But boy, he immediately reached down and grabbed it.
Catches for over 200 yards. In and out of the hands of their Pro Bowl wide receiver, A.J. Green. And don't look now, but Green is down on the field and has not gotten back up. Late arriving sellout crowd in shock right now that A.J. Green is having to leave on a golf cart.
By the 30. Fake the run. Pressure. Wilson lofting it up for the end zone. Touchdown. It's Lockett. And he's hurt. A lot of concern with Tyler Lockett down. But watch Tyler Lockett again winning at the line of scrimmage. What a release. Brandon Williams. You're going to learn you got to win at the line of scrimmage with your hands. Let's see. A one-hand catch by Lockett with the left hand. Oh, boy, John, this doesn't look good.
Receiver last year by a 2-to-1 margin. Had over 1,000 yards, one of his best years as an NFL player, one of the linchpins of this offense. Now, just a couple plays into the third preseason game, tore his ACL in a non-contact injury and now lost for the season. And so for New England, on the field, obviously it hurts. Although there are certainly players they can use to make up for his loss, guys like Danny Amendola, guys like Chris Hogan, receivers like Malcolm Mitchell, and obviously Rob Gronkowski will continue to have a big role in this offense. They signed Brandon Cooks this past offseason. That is going to help make up for some of the production there, of course. But Julian Edelman is about a little bit more than that as far as New England goes. I mean, he is viewed as the hardest worker on the team. I just heard from a Patriots person a couple minutes ago who's obviously upset for the production, but mostly upset for Edelman.
Mariota tackled from behind and sacked. Mariota, just as he steps into this, he feels the pressure, knows he couldn't step into the throw because Sheldon Day was right there in his face, coming around behind, where actually it's the guy in his face was Avery Jones. These guys really have a lot of respect for a young quarterback who has done everything he can to help his team, and they, I think they've responded to his leadership as a young quarterback. Not only on the field, but obviously off the field as well.
Harold possibly playing in his last game, too. How's that for producing? First quarter, Cardinals up 3-zip. David Johnson, tackled by Eugene Sims, and if you're squeamish, look away. This isn't great. Not an ACL tear. That's the good news. Possibly a meniscus injury. Johnson carted off the field. He did not return. Check out NFL.com.
Breaking news here on this Monday afternoon on Around the League Live. Moments ago, our Jason Lockenfor breaking the news, and it's bad for Chief safety Eric Berry. Last year's first-round selection after a promising rookie season, out for the season with a torn ACL, suffered right there on this play against the Buffalo Bills in that embarrassing 41-7 loss. Eric Berry, torn ACL, out for the season.
And they're using that speed against them. From the shotgun, run again. Good blocking and turning the corner.
Here's to Jamal Charles, who's not that big as running backs go, 5'11", 199.
Jamal Charles is down. He might have hurt his knee, either trying to avoid the mascot or stopping when he hit the mascot. He was well out of bounds. Got that quick little push, got the first down.
I don't know if that big stride he hurt something.
Yeah, he might have kind of had a little high-speed wobble, and I sure hope he's okay. It's such an exciting football player to watch.
Great year last year, off to a good start this year. 3rd and 5. And Smith throws, and it's short, incomplete. He had Kelsey, and you had Brennan Scarlett came in and knocked Smith to the ground. So they convert, and JJ is now down. So 3 third downs were converted, but now it's a 4th down. And Marshall is already out, and now Watt's on the ground.
Let's take a look down the field. Travis Kelce's wide open. Great move against a cornerback in Jonathan Joseph, but it was the pressure by Scarlett that made him flinch on it just a bit.
Well, the crowd is still, I mean, J.J. Watt he's a folk hero here. And I think most of you know what he did in the aftermath of the hurricane. Wound up looking for a couple $100,000 in donations and wound up picking up almost $37 million.
He's a folk hero everywhere in this country right now.
Well, 8 minutes into the game, we've already seen a couple of guys go out. We'll find out about Watt momentarily.
Watch his knee here as he tries to turn the corner. Looked like he tripped over his leg there and got in a bad position. He's on his feet.
Well, they're not giving them any deep shots down the field. They're tackling very well, and then the run game has been non-existent since then.
What a hit. Gibson with the hit. Mingo picks it up. Flag has been thrown. Finley is down. And there go the whistles, and the Packer training staff running out there. And that picture says it all. It was a gain of 10.
This may be a hit to the head of Finley. You can see he has turf on the front of his helmet on the face mask, which means there was a face plant right into the ground, which is enough to ding a receiver. Hit right there and then see his face into the ground, which would hurt even more. He is defenseless. He did get 2 steps, and then there's the hit to slam right into the turf.
And he is raising the arm, you can see right there, which is a good sign. But there's been a noticeable change in his demeanor and his deportment. He has become much more mature. He is
a model citizen.
He has been a model player with this team. And like we said earlier, he had a slow start to the beginning of last year, mid-season on. He really caught fire, had 61 receptions, and was off to another great season this year.
I think the Packers in this organization do as good a job as any of drafting players, developing players, and even being patient with maybe some of their imperfections and allowing them to grow and develop as players. And we're going to wish Jermichael Finley well.
Safety, a free kick coming up. Cardinals getting the ball. Johnny Hecker to Tyrann Mathieu. Tyrann Mathieu still looking for some room, had to back up a bit, and winds up being tackled on the 21. And this Cardinal defense, as we said, dominating. Meanwhile, Tyrann Mathieu is the injured Cardinal.
See if we can see what happens. Looks like it's that left knee, maybe hamstring. You see his leg get caught back right there.
Into practice today. Bridgewater went down with a non-contact injury to his left knee. Bridgewater immediately had his knee put into an air cast, left via ambulance. According to ESPN, players were seen throwing helmets, visibly upset. The Vikings canceled the rest of their practice.
Pass interference called against him, so he pulled his arm back.
As you saw, that touchdown pass, the longest completion in postseason history. Pass out here is incomplete, intended for James Jett, and down on the ground now is Rich Gannon.
Rich Gannon's arm was hit as he was throwing the football. And when you see him down the field this long, it is not good news. Watch Rich Gannon. Looks outside it's Saragusa. I can't tell. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. I don't know what he hurt. Nope. Oh, Saragusa just falls on him. That's what it is. 342 pounds. Watch as he falls.
Ooh.
That's illegal. That is absolutely illegal. He falls and lets his body weight go up in the air and fall down on the quarterback. That is illegal.